Hello, Virgo. My name is Nigel. You have found my alchemy. Welcome to your March 2025 reading. Okay, let's get started right away. You have the Four of Swords overarching your whole month. Now, when I pull these overarching cards, especially the tarot, I take note on whether it comes in reverse. I do not take them in reverse, but I take note of it. This did not. So this is a truly upright card, and it presents a situation where someone may be resting, meditating, recuperating, rejuvenating. It could be that you're trying to ponder something deeply. And I like this energy for you because it's very internal. It is something that is going on inside you. It's a result of something else that's happening that we don't really know about yet. But yeah, let's just keep going. We have Babo, a very unlikely goddess, right? But as you can see, she's a pretty happy goddess, and she's an archetype from Greece. So she is an ancient Greek goddess mainly spoken of in myth, right? She is the goddess of mirth, liberation, and humor. It's an indication to find some levity, to lighten up just a little bit, loosen your grip on something, raise your vibration in any way that you can, so you're not so intense. I think that'll serve you this month somehow, because you also have the protection card over there, and we'll get to that in a second. So you're protected. This being lightening up a mood, right, is a very important thing for you this month. I don't want to go further into it right now. I just think that that is something, that's how we're starting off. Let's look at your protection card. And it says, energy vampires beware, I do not play fair. Come towards me with darkness, be destroyed by light. Well, I do think that this card, aside from what's written on it, is an indication that your choices and your actions this month are divinely protected, whether you believe that or not, right? Some things are true, whether we believe it or not. So I think that you need to sort of trust the process in some way this month. You have this card here, and it says, the light and you can lead the way. And that is so perfect for Virgo. You know, you're represented by the Hermit, and he holds up his lantern, and he does lead the way, even if he can only see a few feet in front of him, right? He lights the way for himself and others. And here you have helping hand. And with that protection card, it sort of goes with what I said. It says, Spirit knows what you need and is assisting you through this transition and will help you and will come. Help will come when you need it. And I think that help is going to be very internal. I'm seeing that. Your job this month is to raise your vibration and also to go inward, right? The Hermit himself can be known to do that as well. Okay. You have Emerald here. And it says, I earn unlimited income doing what I love. I am successful in all my pursuits. This is an indication of some sort of success on the horizon this month. Emerald is a very monetary crystal, stone, precious stone, whatever, however you want to look at it. It's represented by Cancer, Taurus, and Gemini. It's very mercurial. So you need to sort of go inward with these swords, because Mercury is very sword driven as well. Something you need some clear thinking this month, right? There is calming properties to it as well. It alleviates stress. All right. Let's go on to your we're going to do your charms first, then we'll go on to your astrology. Yep, and this doesn't surprise me. You find yourself at a crossroads energy this month, and being that it is coming in sideways, you're very this is up to you. You're going to be making choices. As you can see with these sideways cards, you're going to be making choices this month that impact. And I do think it's some sort of goal. I think it's some sort of thing you want to attain that is now here at your doorstep. You have the letters K and R, and this could be someone's initials. It could be a city. It could be a state. It could be an airlines. It could be a park. It could be a building. It could be the name of a street. Honestly, try to keep an open mind with these letters. But I guarantee you at the end of the month, these letters, either one of them or both of them, will somehow make sense to you, even if it doesn't make sense to you now. You have the skull here. And if you notice, the skull was a little bit turned so we couldn't see it. And the skull is Pluto energy. It's life and death. It's rebirth. It is scorpionic. It's like the death card. So something is coming through, even if you may not see it. at least right now. There is going to be a bell that goes off this month, and it's not going to be, it's going to be in a way that you're not used to here, Virgo. You're going to have a chance at something. You have here the arrowhead, and this is made out of pure obsidian. And obsidian is very Saturnian, right? It's more Scorpio energy, it's Sagittarius energy, that expansive energy, and that Saturn energy is hard work paying off, at least in this reading. I mean, it could be very karmic too, but I do think that there is something coming to you, right? You have more Jupiter energy here with the arrow, right? There's a bullseye happening. There's like something that's been pulled back and released, and you're going to be receiving something. That expansive energy, that optimism is important. Your energy is going to be very important. And here we go. You have a helping hand again. Between the protection, the helping hand, and the wing, you have help on the other side. And you, Virgo, may not believe that. You may not subscribe to that belief, but like I said, whether you believe it or not, I do think it's present. So this could be someone who's passed over, this could be your angels, this could be the universe at large, the law of attraction, whatever it is you believe. There is something on your side here, and there's something manifesting. You have here, never give up. This could be, and it's upside down. And when the charms are upside down, it's not like reverse tarot. It's something different. It's something that you don't see right now, or it's something that you carry with you, and it's not at the very surface, but somewhere inside you, you have that drive to not give up, even if it's not readily available or readily seen every single moment of the month. So let's move on to your astrology. So you do have Aries here, and that's sort of apropos because Aries season begins here. I believe it's on March 21st. So I'm going to move this for a second. With Aries, you have a lot here, Virgo, a lot of movement here, and it's very goal oriented. So on March 1st, Venus is retrograde in Aries, right? So for the next several weeks, it could stir our relationships, but also it can light up our goals and our money, because Venus does rule both. On March 3rd, we have Mercury that enters Aries. Those four swords that we discussed are beckoning you to think before you make up your mind or speak. On March 5th, Mercury in Aries sextile Pluto in Aquarius. Be confident in your vision. You have a vision. You have a goal. You have a manifestation that you have been trying to create. You could easily win people over today, right? On March 5th, make deals, rally people, do what you have to do on that day. On March 14th, we're going to experience a Mercury retrograde in Aries. Our first Mercury retrograde of the year can offer miscommunications, delays. So use your trusty upright swords again. Just stop and think before you speak or you act, okay? Really check things over. On March 20th, Sun enters Aries. Between the 20th and the 21st. That's also the spring equinox and the astrological new year. While this has been an intense few weeks, the sun entering the sign of the Ram gives us all that inner fire and push we need to move forward. I have a feeling this is going to be a very fruitful month for you as far as goals. On March 21st, you have Venus in Aries sextile Pluto in Aquarius. You have everything you need that day to achieve something. It's time to get out and meet new people, finish projects, and build some confidence. On March 22nd, you have Sun in Aries conjunct Venus in Aries. Focus on creativity. If you're creating something, put the finishing touches on it. On March 23rd, you have Sun in Aries sextile Pluto in Aries. Your personal power is in high gear. It's a great time to work on whatever it is you're working on. I mean, there is a window here because on March 21st, you have Sun in Aries conjunct Mercury in Aries, and you could easily get your way if you pitch something. So if you have something to pitch, if you have a favor to ask, if you're looking to level up in your career, this is the day to do it. This is the time to do it. Definitely use some follow through. On March 25th, we have Mercury in Aries sextile Pluto in Aquarius. Trust your gut today, and it's going to serve you. Your gut reactions could be this helping hand and this protection that we talked about, okay? On March 29th, we have the solar eclipse, new moon in Aries. And as we navigate a month of a lot of potential change, the eclipse brings more. And it marks a new chapter, right? A new opportunity is evolving for you. On March 30th, Neptune enters Aries. It's a lot, right? The slow moving Neptune planet enters Aries before settling in next year. But we are empowered to challenge old and broken systems, something that may be tired, something that you have outgrown, is definitely losing its luster, it's losing its shine. Okay. Uh, mhm. Let's get into your tarot because this, oh no, you know what? Before we do that, let me do this. I forgot about these cards. We have here the trine, and it's auspiciousness, positivity, and luck. And it sort of goes with everything we've been saying. There is something on the horizon for you here. A trine is when the celestial bodies are 4 zodiac signs apart, right? And with with those signs sharing the same element, you know, earth, fire, air, or water, it's like a synchronistic aspect, and it offers blessings and opportunities and manifestations. And the gift of the trine is to propel you forward to overcome the more challenging aspects you face. There is something here you're going to overcome, there is something here you're going to release, and there is something here you're going to attain. So definitely keep an open mind this month. So here you have Virgo in the 6th house, work, service, and health. Yeah, this is definitely a goal work related reading. Okay. The 6th house does rule service, work, and the habits that make your everyday life, right? It's about finding that balance you need to lead a productive, healthy lifestyle that works for you. It requires editing, it requires refinement. It definitely it puts our habits on the table, whether that's psychological, actual, or old, outdated goals. You know, look to the 6th house to see if your daily actions align with the qualities you're trying to attain. That's all I'm saying, okay? Now let's look at your first leg. You have a valley before you, and being that this is coming in sideways, this is going to be a choice you're making. This is going to be an absolute conscious choice. It says deep personal strength and peace that assure success. And deep personal strength and peace that assure success. Make sure to put some thought into the things that you're doing and saying this month. It's really important because you do have here the Fool in reverse. And you know, it does pay to mention that from here to here, this is a different type of deck, right? They're not going to have the same astrological correspondences as other tarot decks, and their meanings might be slightly different, not always, but maybe. All right, so I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. So you do have the Fool here in reverse, and the major arcana in this deck do not have any astrological correspondences, and it's something I definitely had to get used to. But there, with this card in reverse, there may be a hesitancy at the beginning of the month about a path that looks like it might be opening up to you. And you have that valley here, right? It's green, it's inviting, but you wonder about logistics. You may wonder, what am I getting myself into? Is it worth it? I know the devil, better the devil I know than the devil I don't know. That might be how you're looking at something here, Virgo. Now, the second card up here is the Death card coming in sideways. And once again, it's a major arcana in this deck that has no astrological correspondence. But it's another choice with the sideways card, Virgo. You have you have the major arcana of death. You also have the major arcana here of a new start. This card, sideways, brings with it the possibility of great transformation, change that enters into your life. The Death card wants you to confront it. It wants you to confront what you may be resisting. This does not have to be ominous and big. It's always around us, the Death card, right? It shows in every sunset, sunrise, seasons, changes in life and paths. Look with your broad Virgo eyes and capture what Spirit is trying to tell you as an individual, because it's going to be different for each Virgo. You also have the Two of Wands coming in sideways. And that's yet another choice. You're going to have choices to make, even if they're not choices where somebody sticks a microphone in your face and says, choose. It's just stuff that's going to be going on in your head here. And with the Two of Wands in this deck, it's Mars and Aries energy, right? You have that Aries energy, right? Another choice, except you are being called as a co-creator. The challenge here is to remain open and have the focus on what's ahead, the possibilities, not peripherally, not behind you, but ahead. As your path unfolds, your mind is going to expand and your heart is going to know which way to go. Your actions can become very passionate if given the chance. Now, as we add this up and break it down, we get Venus, that Taurus, Libra energy. But Venus is about love, as we know, but it's also about money and goals and career, right? So here we are. This is a it's definitely, you're at the edge of something. You're at the edge of something and you're trying to figure out whether to take this leap. So on your second leg here, you have the barrel, and the barrel is upside down, and it says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. There may be something lacking in your life, but I have to tell you, there's a part of you that's sort of satisfied with the status quo. And you're wondering if taking a chance on rocking that is even worth it, especially with this Fool card in reverse. So some of you may feel like someone has you over a barrel, like you need a certain situation in order to survive, and you don't have room in your head for that amazing goal. You might think it's pie in the sky type thinking, right? You have the Three of Swords here coming in pretty strong in reverse. And in this deck, this is Uranus and Libra energy. And this is like a healing, right? Something is healing. Perhaps it's a disappointment. It doesn't have to be this giant heartache. It could be, right? But there's something from your past that caused you to question your decision-making process, right? Perhaps you should be questioning your process as a result of a past disappointment or pain rather than question what's there. I don't know if that makes sense to you. You should be questioning the source rather than immediately blaming yourself or being satisfied with the idea of not moving forward. I don't know if I'm being very clear with this, because you have the Queen of Swords here, and this is in the center of your whole reading. And in this deck anyway, this is straight up Aquarius energy. This is not sun in blah 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 or anything like that. It's straight up Aquarius energy. And she could be a he, she is independent, she's confident, she does not tolerate false perceptions in herself or others. She thinks ahead, she makes a plan, she takes action. Could this be a great epiphany that you're having that's coming out of some sort of aha moment? It looks as though it might be, because here you have the Hermit, and as we know, the Hermit in most decks represents Virgo. In this deck, the major arcana do not have any astrological associations, but can't help but think of Virgo when I see it, right? It's great that it's sideways, Virgo, and you're questioning yourself, and your newfound chamber is opening wide. Your intuition is driving your logic. Both of them are useful, but I like the fact that you are holding up that lamp and really examining inward, as well as the choices you're given. You are given some choices here, and when we add this up and we break it down, we get Cancer. We get the moon, which is Cancer energy. It's in the intuition, right? Your intuition is on display. Things may not be as clear as you like it, Virgo, because I know how you like clarity. But keep the faith. Keep the faith. When he moves forward with that lantern in his hand, and he may not see too far ahead of him. You are being guided, you're being protected, and it's time to break free of certain ways of thinking that might be holding you back, even though you don't realize it right now anyway. So here on your last leg, you have the ladder, and I like that this came in upright because it says climbing towards success. There's something that happened here mid-month. I mean, it just did, and it changed your perception of yourself, of your surroundings, of your abilities, of what you may or may not, obtain. You have the five of wands at the beginning of this leg, and this is, in this deck anyway, Sun in Leo, right? In this deck, it signals a challenging and energetic time. That's exciting. It could be scary. It could be confusing, but everything is shifting and moving in different directions. So I like this. I like that you go from the Fool in reverse to this energy. As you can see, it's a very different picture than most Five of Wands, right? Now, directly after that, you have the Prince of Swords in reverse. And the Prince of Swords in this deck, anyway, is pure air energy. All princes and princesses share an awareness of an inner child. And this Prince of Swords Their inner child represents the wounded inner child in all of us. And you are now releasing that. It's in reverse. You're releasing some sort of wound, right? Or some sort of, it doesn't have to be a deep-seated wound. For some of you, it certainly could be. But it could be just be this something that changed your personality that is sort of morphing into something that you're releasing, right? Congratulations is in order here, Virgo. So you go from this to the Three of Pentacles, right? You have the Three of Pentacles. Now, because it's coming in sideways, it is a choice. It's something you're contemplating. It's Venus and Capricorn energy in this deck, and you are thoughtful about a situation involving a goal, and there's other people involved in this. This is an opportunity. It's a possible goal being attained, and other people are involved. It could be a job offer. It could be a leg up on an idea. It could be use. I mean, listen, it could be something as simple as you getting a raise and a promotion, a different job, or some sort of thing that you've created, you know, getting a boost from something else, right? I do know a Virgo who wrote a screenplay, and, you know, I sort of encouraged him to submit the screenplay in March. I think it's really, really good energy for that with the success energy. Now you have here, when we break it down, when we add it up and break it down, we get that Saturnian energy, that Capricorn Aquarius energy, long-term goals, challenges, and rewards from hard work. You're being rewarded somehow. I mean, something good. You have the potential of something good happening, but you need to change a certain way that you're thinking. You need to stop and think before you do or say anything. And you need to have faith that you are divinely guided and protected. Those things are really important this month. Now, when we look at your challenges, as you can see, you have quite a few. You have dog here, and it says protection from a powerful friend. There's you got protection again. You're being protected. You may not believe that. It's in your challenge column. You may not believe that, but I'm telling you, it's come up too many times. You have shield here, and it says you need to defend yourself, and it is in reverse. And I think that you are going to start to see, you're going to be able to let down certain walls, certain shields that you have. You have bread here, and it says period of prosperity and abundance, dude. I mean, do that. Yeah, I mean, you have everything you need here, but you just have to see it. It's a matter of seeing it. Now, this is a different deck of cards. You have the Queen of Wands here in reverse. Now, the Queen of Wands in reverse, especially in your challenge column, is the Queen of Wands upright is exciting. She's confident. She's enthusiastic. She's optimistic. She goes forward. In reverse, she is fearful. She is stoic. She has no drive for change. And this is going to be a challenge for at least part of the month. You're going to have to get over that little hump. You have the Ten of Cups as a possibility here, but it's going to be a challenge for you to see this at least part of this month. Okay, that's Mars and Pisces energy. That's stability. That's happiness. And it's here for the taking, but you need to have faith. You also have the Lovers, and you have the Lovers on the good side, the positive side. This is Gemini energy, because we're back to this deck of cards, pure Gemini energy. And the Lovers, as we know, represents not only a relationship, but in this case, especially there's choices over and over again. You have a choice. You don't have to rake in all these great opportunities for yourself. You can skip this entirely and get nothing, or you can make some changes and reap the rewards, because the energy is ripe for this. It's absolutely ripe for this. When we add this up and we break it down, we get that Neptune energy, that Pisces energy. And the positive side of Neptune is manifestations and fantasies beyond the realm of your comfort zone, beyond the realm of the known. And it also could be very unclear thinking, right? When it manifests negatively. So you have to sort of sit back, get those swords in order, and really start thinking clearly, especially with that Mercury retrograde energy, right? Now, as we move on to your opportunities, we have July here in reverse. Now, this could mean many, many things to different Virgos. You have that July energy. It could be Cancer, Leo. You could be dealing with a Cancer and Leo. Something could have happened in July that created a change. Something could have happened in July to take the wind out of your sails around that time. Think back. It could have been a Cancer or a Leo, or somebody with that energy highly aspected in their chart that sort of added to that. But as an opportunity, you are having an opportunity to release that energy, right? Because look at these cards, right? You have Aquarius, you have the star, and a wish being granted. If it's an opportunity, it's not going to be handed to you because you woke up that morning. It's going to be given to you if you do the work we talked about here. Okay, now you have the Seven of Pentacles here in reverse as an opportunity as well. We know that the Seven of Pentacles can mean confusion. It's Saturn and Taurus, but usually, especially in this deck, it is time to reevaluate, reassess priorities, a shift, right, to a more productive path. You have the opportunity for that this month. You also have the devil, and the devil gets a bad rap, but in your opportunity sector here, Capricorn energy, it's embracing a passion that you have. It's empowerment, it's control. In some circles, most certainly in this column, it could mean a manifestation of material goal or desire. So don't waste that, because you have two major arcana here. When we add this up and we break it down, we get the moon again. And that is your inner world that needs to change. The opportunity to change your inner world. Very important stuff, Virgo. If you are looking to attain a goal and it's been in the back of your mind, or it's been in the forefront of your mind, and you haven't been making any headway, you can use this energy to do that this month. Give me one card for Virgo for March, please. Okay, we have incredible. We have Hemdal, but look what it says on the card. You heard what I just said. You saw that I did not just pick the card. It fell out, right? Look what it says. In case that didn't focus, it says gateway, opportunity, warning. Okay? There is a warning here. The warning is, if you don't make some changes, you're going to be on the same path you're on. There is a gateway and an opportunity here too. And we've said that over and over again. And I said it right before this card came out. Amazing stuff. Don't waste this energy. Now let's look at your numbers. Your numbers, the total, when we add up all the numbers in this reading, we break them back down, we get number 8. That's Saturn. That Aquarius Capricorn energy. But more than that, it is payment for your hard work. It's challenges, but it's good challenges. It's challenges that you need to overcome because you're about to level up if you so desire, right? The number that came out the most was number 3, and that is Jupiter Sagittarius energy. Expansion. Optimism is needed. Luck is on your side, right? Your lucky numbers are 1, 4, 6, 3, 7, and 8. The signs we talked about were Sagittarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, Libra, Pisces, Gemini, Aries, Taurus, we already said Capricorn, Leo, Cancer, and Aquarius. Now, the signs that we talked about the most here were Sagittarius, which is that expansive energy, right? We talked about Cancer, which is that moon energy, right? That intuitive nudge that you're probably going to feel. And that Aquarian energy, which is associated with Uranus and Saturn, that sort of breaking out of a mold, right? Thinking outside the box, but rewards for work well done. I like your reading, but really take heed. Gateway, opportunity. I might name the video that. Gateway, opportunity. Maybe I'll put warning, maybe I won't. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I wish you all the luck, Virgo. I will see you next time.